What's good, guys? Smoke Man Joe, and with some Next Gen Madness live on the channel. Oh, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down is Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 at 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 40.
What's good, Joe?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that.
Oh, yeah, I was good on my
2nd
end,
and
bro.
4.
Same on your end, too, bro. Hey, my bad about that, bro. Man, I cut my PlayStation on the other day, and I said, damn, boy. I forgot all about Joe.
Shotgun now for Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
I'm going to get it back
you're able to
next
hit a
season.
receiver and
Don't worry about it.
he can pick up a
I'm
lot
ready
of
to win the
yardage
Super Bowl. I'm
after
gonna
the
get it back.
catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble.
What you got going on, man? You ain't got your
How about
fire
that
yet?
play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent
Right about that.
getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
What?
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up.
I'm talking about, I don't know what happened in the
Together a job
first time.
description for a middle linebacker. We would
I won
being able to
the
hold down
first
things
game
in the middle
when
of
they
the
would
line
play
of scrimmage
second.
and be able to take
I
out
won my
blockers.
first game
But how about
last
the guys who
week.
can go sideline
Man, I
to
played
sideline
some
and make
dude
plays.
after that.
Love a guy
I got my
who can do
ass
that. We
smoked.
saw a perfect example of it right there.
Trying to play with the Chargers, man. I knew I shouldn't have got the Chargers. Division rival. Got my ass
To run
smoked.
for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
You got to get in one of them tournaments, man. Bring them Giants out.
Carr now on first down. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
And He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Yeah.
Waller, 28 yards.
I really just use my Raiders all the way through,
Right
bro.
down the field and score on the opening drive.
But you can't complain, bro.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Just to try to
Makes the score Raiders 7.
like you said,
Saints
put your
nothing.
name out there even more.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for us.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Man, look at, bro. I got on my
So
PS4
Brees
the
going
other
to
day.
lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
Man,
at
that
their
was
own
rough.
20-yard line.
Like going back to my
Out
old
of the
Xbox
gun,
last
he'll
week,
throw.
no tournament wasn't that bad.
And no
But
fit
playing on
that
the
football,
football
and
last
it's
week,
knocked
last
away
night,
and incomplete.
Friday.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, they
Bring
play
up
a lot
second
better on
down.
this gen, bro. But to be honest, the gameplay is faster on current gen. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't, bro.
Out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be brought
Certain
down
plays
on
I
what
like
will
to
be
do
the
with my
final
Raiders,
play
bro.
of this
They
first
develop a whole
quarter.
lot faster.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's like here, bro. Next gen, it's like I be getting sucked in the tackles and shit, bro. It's like shit
The
crazy.
Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, it's Brees.
Pick. How we
And
not
that's
hit
knocked
that,
away
man?
and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. So here we go on fourth down with Brees.
Yeah, drop.
This is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. I'm out on his own sideline and in
Well,
his
you probably
locker
don't
room.
plan on
Because I think the
PS5.
team's
I
going to look at him like,
haven't played
Coach,
PS5 yet. You
why
know,
would we
too,
go
you
for it
know,
there?
boy, got it.
No confidence in the defense?
I didn't even
You
really
don't like
care
the
to play,
punter?
bro.
I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Game.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throw the ball.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah, this shit hard. No doubt about it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
They're going
It's
for it.
incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No, man, they ain't gonna move him.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Yeah,
so the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
I mean, you know,
they
man,
get it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't beat the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On play action. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting
report
on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Here's Breeze. Flush coming, and he's taken down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to
that big
in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
How?
It's caught at the 20.
How are we supposed to pick that?
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Oh
the defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough.
How are you not even
Convert
over
a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
He gonna score.
He's got the first down inside.
Dang.
And he is in.
This shit's hard,
Touchdown.
That's
That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
See what I'm saying, bro? Get sucked in the shit. Like, that was PS4. Touchdown. That was a touchdown.
To start the drive, 12 yards.
Ain't no fucking zone, man.
Effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yeah, man, that shit hard, bro. That shit hard.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And
what?
They're going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete.
I had my tight
His
end.
decision to go for it doesn't
man.
pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Run it with Kamara. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Come on here, man. Kick the damn ball.
So time enough for a kickoff.
Yeah, brother. I feel like I
Seconds remaining in this first half.
14-0, man. Be real.
Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
Sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4. That incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brees. Oh, going for Sanders down. That's caught at the 25.
How the fuck did he just lead him
And
way
he'll
over?
take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders,
What? They gave him
58 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Saints 17, Raiders 7.
Can't believe Drew Brees, man, especially when I'm all pro.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, and he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Made by Jonathan Abram. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees.
15-yard.
That is incomplete.
Brees pass. Thrown to the sideline.
Well,
And
good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Brees now to throw. Forced out to his left. He made a run for this.
Oh,
He picks up the first as he's able to
are
take
y'all
it down
kidding
the
me?
7-yard line.
Drew Brees.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Man,
And he'll
ain't no
take
way
it
Drew
into
Brees
the
gonna
end zone
run
for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24. Raiders 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And I put the hit stick on it. Like, this bitch for real.
And a fair catch signaled for and
damn
taken
right, 16.
successfully.
The Raiders take over first
yeah,
and 10
at
at their own
man.
25-yard line.
Damn.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offensive.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
98
Henry
speed,
Ruggs, the intended
I'm pretty sure this
receiver.
cornerback
And now it's third down.
probably ain't even
This
90.
isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on third down. Carr got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield, here's Carr. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No. Finally.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Man, see this shit crazy.
Yes, he
Man, she
throws
not
there,
gonna tangle up like
incomplete.
that.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
What?
He'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Second straight drive now here.
Man, I'm gone. You can have this shit. That was horrible. That was a horrible first game. Man, I'll lose something out of that. Man. No, I don't think, no, hell no, that wasn't him. Popped up yet. Yeah, this shit over, bro. It's fucking. Ain't no need to keep rolling. Wasting time. Shit over. The defense over. Yeah, I don't know, man. First quarter. First half was alright, man. Like, you got to digging in them adjustments. The game changed. That's why I hate those adjustments, bro. That's why the game in the shape is in. We didn't need those back in the game, bro. What happened to the good days? We pick our team. We make our own adjustments with hot routes and audibles.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere.
Oh yeah, but man, record straight. Oh no, yeah, it happened. You got a record straight. I want to see his record. What that was dude. Man, I want to see the last play. I just played. I can't see his shit. Nah, I can't see it. Damn, I want to see his record. Like some of these boys be in the top 200-300. Defense of New England.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Giants.
Come on, let's get it, man.
Set to kick off.
What's up?
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Get ready for six, yeah. I already know. Got a good defense too. Trying to do some doofy shit.
On first down, Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
He can run for it, and he fight.
Oh, come on.
The Giants.
Come on.
And a big turnover.
Come on.
These guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there,
analytics
really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
Come on, man.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
He gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
On first down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Jones on 3rd down. That will be incomplete. Passing game not in sync here. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. A first down carry for Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
He got it, man. Let's go,
and down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down. They'll try and throw for it here.
You got it, man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pick Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Let's go.
He'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, be what he do, man.
First half.
Man, got a tight little game going on.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
11 yards there, first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Jacob, man, you got to start.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
You go Renfro.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
There you go, boy.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Raiders. Hunter Renfro, 32 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play. And
Yeah, I know, right?
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Bottom up
Tackled
probably.
at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
You look at that team, you know they need help.
The Giants offense
Tight end, they can use help.
begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high power offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rolling to his left. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I'm so excited.
Downfield, he keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Yeah, I feel
Last
the
drive,
same way,
remember,
bro.
similar
really
situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you
felt
just
that way
can't
coming
make.
into this
Sometimes you
season,
have to
but I
take your
should've knew
medicine, as they say,
that the
right? Just pull
defense
it
went
down,
where it needs to
take
be.
off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's complete to Golden Tate.
But all
This
it's
will be
going to
stopped
take
about 2 yards shy of the
is
marker.
probably 1 or 2
8-yard
good
gain,
solid pieces
2nd
on
and 2.
defense. The rest
He
of
was
history,
out there
man,
waving
'cause
his arms, and
Derek
quarterback
Carr
out of the
proved
pocket looking for
this
any
past
help.
season
I
he's
guess
a
waving the
top
arms
10
is helpful.
quarterback.
It certainly is because you got to get his
And
attention because
I just feel
now
like
you're in
once we
scramble
get in the
drill.
playoffs,
So
man, he
everyone's
not losing the
adjusting their
game.
routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot
So
for the
look out.
completion.
I'm already calling Raiders Bucks Super Bowl next year, man. It should have been that this year. We was the only team to beat Kansas City this year in the regular season for a reason. Wrap that up.
Jones has it flat, that's caught. And he'll get it in enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
In the regular season. And we dominated them then. And we was down 14 points in that game. A lot of people don't know that because that game wasn't on TV. You had to have
Jones
You
now
see that
throwing
game?
on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A 38-yard attempt.
I think they will. But even if they don't, bro, I don't feel
And
it.
the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
I don't feel like
And
we
they
win the
are on the board, but
AFC
still
West
trailing.
next
It's
year.
7-3.
I guarantee it right
So the
now.
3 points here, they're still
We're going to win that down the
somewhat
division.
of a dent into that lead.
And we're going to Super Bowl. Man, you
They're
paid.
trying to chip away at a
All right.
but they do know that they're going to need a
We were
little better
6-3.
effort in the second half.
The last 2
Raiders
seasons.
take over first and 10 at their own
And we fell
25-yard
apart.
line.
We played Denver the last 2 seasons. The first game we
The
went
Raider
for 2,
offense set
didn't
to
get
get
it,
this
lost the
drive
game.
started. And
Last
from
year
this
came
spot in the
down
field with the
to
clock
the
where it's
same
at,
thing.
you think
Went
we're
for
just
2,
going to
we
see a
got
knee
it,
and
we
that's
won.
it?
And I think in this situation,
It's just been
that's
too
the
many
proper
signs,
play.
too many things,
But we
too
do
many
know there's some
different
risk takers
situations
out there that may want to take
that's
one
been
more
going
shot
on
before the clock runs out.
And how about that?
with the Raiders. And it's
The
just
clock. And
stuff
with
like
just
that
1
that
second
make me think
remaining in
that
the
next
first
season,
half, they'll call the timeout.
look out. Just look out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Change Bradbury's,
In the
Joe. That's
books,
a nice
you're
little piece
watching the NFL on
for
EA
the
Sports.
time. I think
All
that
right,
division
Coach,
gonna be
thank
a
you,
whole
and we
lot
welcome
better
everyone
than
back
too.
for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown.
What up,
here in
team?
the third
How you
quarter.
been,
All they
brother?
got so far, the field goal.
What's going on with it, man?
There from Saquon Barkley, 61 yards that time on the ground.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Good, man. You better keep it on the ground.
On the run, it's Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
It's only a matter of time for him
Sets
to
him
get
up
there.
nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run forward quickly. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You know what you want to do. You
Gain
just
on the
want to run
play,
this
and
thing.
now they're looking at a third and goal.
See,
Stuff
getting
for no
started.
gain
Look,
on
you
second
gonna have to
down
come
brings
up
up a
big right
pretty
here.
interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Steps away.
Let's go. Ain't got no use of
That one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones.
What?
Into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Yeah, tell me something.
So they will accept the penalty and move
I
forward.
finna say. What? Well, I thought they were finna screw me, boy.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these getting past the point of attack,
Real,
still forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I mean, yeah, but that man ran out of bounds and came back in, bro. Oh, I'm tripping. What the hell?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
The tackle.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Flush to his right.
I see.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Go
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On 1st down, Jacobs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running is Jacobs. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carr with a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs. And the Raiders add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
Come on, man. Shit over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for now, because as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Max Crosby.
Yeah, I think they will, bro. From Madden 22. At least I hope so as well. was a good game. See, that dude was ranked pretty good. He was ranked better than I was. Let's keep this thing rolling, man. Be right back, though, man. Yeah, we need to play, bro. We need to get us a game in, man. I'll be right back. Damn. This shit crazy. Let's go. What's good, man? Raider Nation for life. What's happening? Damn right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bills Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Strong 21-yard line.
Carry for Josh Jacobs. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage.
What up, kid?
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
second down. Here comes Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
Man, who is Mill, man? I own Mill.
Pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. As you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it.
There they are right there.
He is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got the hook up to run. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about this. Has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
You just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Damn.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it with Jacobs. And boy, a good swing defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I ain't never get on. What's up?
I was thinking it'd be too boring.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr keeps him listening. And he is up for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Bills nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
This shit, man, I really want about too much I don't want to get the dog, man.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Allen. It's John. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 29, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is caught. He's in for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. An extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Carr. Into double coverage, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary.
Wow. Yeah, I don't I'm not ready to tell how shit.
Devin Singletary, 35 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Well, they ran the
toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
And it's up and good.
Bills 14, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Let's go.
But haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. And Waller, 67 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
Wow.
Passing route complete. That's Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early, and that'll set them back 5. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Allen to throw once more. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver.
What up, Tuesday? What's good with it, bro? I supposed to got that down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. That'll do it for this first half. That'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
Pretty good, Sonny. Just getting back on a little Madden, man, for getting the day started. Appreciate you sliding through on me, bro.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Appreciate all y'all sliding through on me, man. I'm tuning in right now. Come on here, man. What you gonna do?
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get to the mark, but now they're in a much better spot for a short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down. Try
and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen.
Come on, man. That's the second time they made a drop kick on that play, man. That's all you trying to do.
Instead, it's 3rd down.
Shit ain't working, man.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near the field now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to complete the Diggs right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Dang.
A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here comes Richard on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dang.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Carr now on 1st down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Come on, man. Dang.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Take him down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by pass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Taken down. The Bills get Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Throwing on first down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Bills are going to recover. Tough in there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Toss to Singletary running to the left. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. To throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 20.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But
damn, I don't like that one. I want to play him again. Man, help in that game, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle with the trust of the encore. If you know, you know.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Second and 9.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on second down. Carr.
Goddamn game freeze.
Got his man. That's Tyrell
Play.
Williams.
Come on, man.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
What man, hell.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They find some open field here. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 28 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Elliott. What he needed on the carry there, 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott escaping the pressure. This is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Which score we gonna tap?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Jacobs. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the ground, this is Jared Richard. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, man. Damn.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Carr.
Wow.
Taken down back around the 35-yard line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors in that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the
What are we doing?
But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
But it's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Look up. Tell you that now.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it.
Can't hear you.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
You know what,
I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Losing yardage to the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes everyone says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Flush to his right. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he is tackled in the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Cowboys have. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
What?
This is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the air again, Prescott eluding the pressure right. It's touchdown. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So I can't pick my damn play. Damn.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Okay.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 49-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. It's a good start for him.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cooper was the intended target. 3rd down here.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. At the 8. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Go. Ain't taking too long.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down now, Richard, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. For it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
How you do it? Money on this game.
There's more in deep adjustment ever.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A nice play design there with the touch. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Nobody else probably would drop this shit.
On 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Results for a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.
Man, appreciate it.
Until then, this game's over.
Check me out.
Well, a little drama there.
Hung out with me.
This thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then
hope you guys have a great week.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,
I probably won't be back up today.
Just make sure you don't call.
Then again,
at the end, just take care of it.
I don't know.
And victory was
I doubt
that's
it,
exactly what they did.
Have a great week, guys. I'm out.